have Sparks and Wayne Locklear. Frank Kimmel, the ARCA superstar, has now got some new power with now 7 laps to go. Now make it 6 laps to go. 3 wide into the flag stand. But Bobby Tumbleston will come back and clear the machine of McDowell. He will come back and take the lead. McDowell now settles back in half a car length as they go to turn 2. Slicing and dicing, people licking their chops in the late rally to find a move. The laps are winding down, 70 on the board. Now make it 5 to go. Now make it 4 to go. And Tumbleston, with door slamming, donuts on the sidecar and all, is back to the lead in turn 1. He had to fight for it. He's got donut marks on the passenger and driver's side to prove it. After Jason McDowell gave him a run for the money. And now McDowell got to get back up on the high horse one more time to make a late race shootout. 3 laps to go now as they flash out of the flag stand. Back to turn 1. Tumbleston, McDowell, Frank Kimmel, your top 3 as they exit off turn 2. Kimmel has opened up that lead over the machine of Sparks and little Ricky Locklear for 4th and 5th. That battle goes on door to door for 4th in position between Sparks and Locklear off the corner. And Kimmel pulls away in 3rd. To the line, 2 laps to go now. Coming to the end of this deal, Bobby Tumbleston had a late race charge by Jason McDowell. McDowell can't reel him in, but he's trying to close in as they'll exit off of turn 4. It's all come down to this on a hot summer Saturday night in July. White flag goes in the air. 1 more lap to go. Final time around to the back straightaway. The biggest win could possibly happen for Tumbleston. He's in turn 3, moving by lap cars. But here comes McDowell trying to use a lap car as a pick. Can't catch him. The Independence Bash 400 goes to Bobby Tumbleston in 0-0. Meanwhile, they're crashing at the flag stand. The 42, Steven Sharp, has crashed on the checkered flag. Bobby Tumbleston gets the biggest win of his racing career so far in the Mid-Atlantic Street Stock Independence Bash 400. Jason McDowell 2nd, and 3rd goes to Frank Kimmel. We will talk to the top 3 in a moment. What a race. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. Awesome show. My goodness. Awesome show. How about it, Dillon Motor Speedway? Make some noise for the Mid-Atlantic Street Stock Series. Came down to that last lap, tried to make something work there. McDowell got on his inside. There was some contact made, but when it was all said and done, the biggest win of this young man's career in racing. I watched him move up the ladder from mini stocks, 4 cylinders, pure stocks, and now street stocks from Williamston, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Bobby Tumbleston. They don't call him Mr. Excitement for nothing. And I know he's exhausted. Let us settle in for a minute, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. Mr. Excitement, Bobby Tumbleston.
All right, sir, man. I made you earn it.
Yes, you did. I would say let's get in front of the car, but I'm just going to pounce up on the wall. No, come over here. Take a rest. Take a rest. I know that's a hot time in that race car, but man, you just won one of the biggest races of your career. Congratulations, Bobby.
Yeah, I got a lot of people to thank. I need to thank the good Lord. This is a blessing. This makes the 2nd July 4th race I've ever won here and in my career. I need to thank Ron Barfield for this, putting this series on, him and his family, and giving us a nice place to race at. He's taught me a lot, and this racetrack's taught me a lot. I need to thank Avery at Lucas Fabrication. He's had faith in me and stuck with me. I need to thank my wife and daughter. I want to thank Jimmy Maynard. He's another one I couldn't do it without. No matter where I go, he's with me. I want to thank Now Mechanical. out of Sunville, South Carolina, Red's Tree Experts, and also want to thank Glenn Mappis and Mr. Handyman. With that being said, J-Mac back there, he's a pretty tough competitor. When we had that final restart, I was trying to figure out how to psych him on the restart. I done used all my cards up by waiting late in the box, starting early, revving the motor up. He didn't let me jump him the last restart.
And again, you held him off. He came strong on the bottom. You were saving those tires, obviously, because, I mean, people were popping tires left and right. How was you able to save that rubber with so many, long-distance cautions and the delays and still being able to keep all four good?
I think what helps me is I drive deep. I don't even know what to say. J-Mac was getting ready to be a lap car in the first half, and the next thing I know is he's competing for the lead. I just couldn't believe it. I don't even know what to say about it.
Yeah. Well, buddy, it's a pleasure to call this race. Congratulations. I've watched your success at, Florence Motor Speedway in Myrtle Beach when you used to run Pure Stock 4 and Super Stock 4, and a damn good show tonight.
Yeah, Ron Barfield talked me into getting in the Street Stock Series when it was first growing. I kind of stepped into it and tried it and liked it, and then I went home and built this car. Now he's got that Challenger division coming up. I think that's a good division. I'm also looking to get a car just for that division and maybe move up to the ladder rank one more notch.
Congrats, bud. Cool off.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, driver of the car 00 out of Williamston, South Carolina, Mr. Excitement Bobby Tumbleston wins the Independent Smash 400 for the Mid-Atlantic Street Stock Series here at Dillon Motor Speedway. Let's talk to J-Mac. How about it for Jason McDowell, everybody? What a show for you, bud. Man, if this was 100 laps, do you think there could have been a different outcome? But you got to be happy with second.
Hey, that guy right there, he's a good racer, and he's been running with them Challenger cars. He's found some speed somewhere, but hey, it's the first time I finished in the top 3 here, I think, in a mass race. I'm tickled to death to come home in one piece. And this crew right here, we got tore all the pieces at Concord. Should have won the race. But, man, I got a crew that, Brad McClain, Tommy Stark, and Fred Phillips. Man, they come over to the shop every night and get this car ready. But just want to thank them. Got to thank all my sponsors, Glencoe Foam, Lindsey McClure at Lindsey's Ring and Penny. If it wasn't for him, he makes all this happen. And Craig Osteen, Raymond Henry, Butterbean's Restaurant. We got a lot of help that helps us. And, man, I'm just glad to be in a tech shed tonight.
Jason, I want to see the GoPro. I bet you that's going to be a hellacious view watching that last restart. What was going through your mind on that last restart with 9 to go?
Well, I told the guys I done burnt the right rear off of it coming from the rear like that. I got body slammed early in the race and put me 3 wide, and I had to hit the brakes. And, man, I just got freight trained. So I just picked my way back through hoping I didn't get in a wreck. And I told the guys, I said, the right rear's gone, but I'm going to hold him down as much as I can until, if he gets in my door, I'll give him some room. But, hey, he drove me clean. He could have went off in there and dumped me, and he didn't. And I'm happy to be here in second place. Got to thank the good Lord for a good finish. Lord Jesus Christ, he allows us to live in a country where we can race and live in freedom. And 4th of July week, that's what it's all about, and I just want to say thank you.
Absolutely. God bless you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason McDowell, a.k.a. J-Mac, finishing in second spot. And how about Frank Kimmel, former ARCA superstar, and with your family and everybody at Salem, Indiana. Frank, so good to see you again, buddy, because I used to announce the Polar Bear 150 at Rockingham when your dad created what is now the Mid-Atlantic Street Stock program here. 3rd place. Hell of a way to get up on the wheel. That last restart, was you saving this car for the end?
No, I was just trying to make it to the end. It's hot out here, and fat driver's not in shape here, not in race shape at all. But I do like the...
You're skinnier than me.
Well, you used the word superstar, so you're hired. No, I just we got a little tight there. We tried to make some adjustments there, just a little bit of tire pressure, and got a little tight there at the second half. But we were about a 3rd place car all day, and that's where we finished. Got lucky on the last restart. Got a pretty good run on the 12. So, just happy to bring home one piece. Got the carburetor run all race, which is it's the first 2. And just Dad and I here, we don't have any help, and I'm wore out.
It was a great race. That last restart, it looked like your car really came to you. You hung back in the top 5 most of the race, back in 6th. You came back and got up to 3rd for the podium. Talk about what was going on. We saw the battle between McDowell and Tumbleston for the restart, for the finish of the race. How did you rally to come back and get that 3rd place?
It looked like Ricky Jr. just made a little bit of a mistake, and I got just enough to get up beside him. And, if he got it out in front of me, I don't know that I'd have had enough to pass him. But as soon as I went through, I think the 7 followed me through, and they started battling. Made it a little easy. I was kind of hoping the 30 kind of rooted the 00. It would have made it easier for me to move up, but just got a little lucky. We didn't draw great lines on restarts, but the last one paid off.
Sponsors.
There's not much on this. Hell, I don't even really know. I mean, I think Bob Rahili, Dick Rahili at Raymock Engines, they let us store this thing there. We don't have a shop at home. And, of course, Dad works on this all the time. He's probably the truest racer here on the ground. So, other than that, looking for sponsors.
Always good to see you, buddy. Frank Kimmel Jr., position number 3. Again, the runner-up, J-Mac, Jason McDowell, and the winner, of course, for the New Year's Bash coming up in January. The winner of this 4th of July Independence Bash, driver of the car 00 out of Williamston, South Carolina. Give it up, race fans, one more time to Bobby Tumbleston. 2 years now, winner of the Bash at Dillon Motor Speedway. Race fans, let's give these guys a round of applause in the street stocks. Awesome show they put on. We got some fireworks for you during this intermission, the mini cups and much more. We hope you enjoyed the street stocks. Remember, they got that big race coming up in January, the 2019 New Year's Bash. Attention, can we have a push on Kimmel's car? Can we get a push vehicle to push Kimmel's car on the front straightaway? Well, ladies and gentlemen, according to Ron Barfield, this is just a sample of the fireworks. They got a big fireworks display coming up in Labor Day. Motor Speedway. If you're proud to be an American, make some noise! I think y'all can be a little bit more louder than that. Are you a lover of the USA? Happy 4th of July to you all. God bless.